All right, now, this is not a political statement. This is a personal opinion statement from me to you. Now, you may not like me, and that's totally fine after this, and I'm okay with that. But I can't sit back and not lay out the basics that people just seem to not give a shit about. Okay, I get it. We got to leave Kabul. Understood. Roger that. We want to get out of there. Understood. We got little to no U.S. military presence. In the grand scheme of things, it's a relatively peaceful city. Okay? Now, this city has been upside down for thousands of years. Relatively peaceful. 2,500 troops. A few thousand contractors. We actually have American citizens vacationing there. For what? I don't know. So we pull the plug. Okay? But we think it's a great idea to leave billions of dollars of our fighting equipment on the ground. The world's greatest military superpower thinks it's a great idea to leave billions of dollars of fighting equipment that they know is going to make its way into terrorist hands. That's the best you come up with? Bullshit. You didn't want to move it to an ally base not too far away just in case we needed it again? You didn't want to get it out of there? You didn't want to take the C-17s and get them up? Get them moving? That's what they're designed to do? No? You didn't want to blow them up? Let's just blow them up. Okay, I'm down with that. At least they don't make their way into the terrorist hands. Seems like a novel idea. But no, the best idea we got is let's just leave them. What? I got one better for that. Better for you than that. You know, let's evacuate the people. Let's take fighting age men and let's evacuate them first. I mean, you saw the image of the first plane. Was that American citizens? I mean, we have these things called visas. We know the American citizens are there. We didn't think it'd be a good idea to get them first. What about the Afghani women and children? You didn't think it'd be a good idea to get the women and children who are going to be the ones who get the shit end of the stick. You didn't think it'd be a good idea to get them? This is what the administration behind closed doors, this is what you guys come up with? My ass. Now you're going to say, oh, they're incompetent. No, they're not fucking incompetent. They're calculated. And the fact that you can't see that is the problem. We're in a shell game. They wanted you to look over there. We're watching it. And all the while, they're fucking us over here. U.S. southern border. You just leave it open. We're in the world's greatest pandemic, or largest pandemic. Bodies piled everywhere. See them? You got to get tested to go get a goddamn burger. But you don't have to get tested to come across the borders. You don't have to have a U.S. or a passport at all. You have to have no documentation. We're just going to bring you in and ship you anywhere you want. Seems like a great idea. That's the best you can come up with? Why would you do that? You better start asking yourself why. Why would they do that? Because I can't figure it out. The only thing I can figure out is they want us to all fight over this shit while they're sticking us in the ass over here. Now, you see some propaganda like, oh, we got to get out of the Middle East because it cost us $2 trillion over the last 20 years. Well, that $2 trillion over 20 years is really small potatoes compared to the $4.5 trillion they're trying to stick in our ass right now with the new green energy bill. You know, none of this seems to work out. Well, it doesn't add up to me. It confuses me, and it should confuse you. They're not incompetent. They're calculated. And the sooner you start understanding that we're getting fucked by our own goddamn government, the better off you'll be. Now, you might not like me after this, and I'm okay with that. But the truth is, you need to open your eyes because they're on our soil, and our children are going to have to deal with this shit because of our inability to have a little bit of adversity and have a backbone to stand up for what we believe in. That's the truth. You should be ashamed of yourself. It's disgusting. And if you're not really concerned about what's going on over in the Middle East, that's okay. I disagree with you. You should be. But let's talk about your dollar. Let's talk about that $4 trillion they're talking about sticking in your ass. You know that $4 gasoline that you're starting to bitch about that used to be $2.50? Wait until 3, 4, 5 months from now when that gasoline's $5.50. And your $60 a week in gas now costs you $90 a week. Or that $150 a week in groceries is now $225, but you're making the same money. That's called inflation. They print that money, it devalues the money that you make now. You see, that's a real problem, and it's coming. Do you know why? Because while we're all fighting over all these things and they're creating all this noise, they're busy passing this bill over here behind our back. That's what's going on. Now, you can choose to see it or choose to avoid it, but either way, it's coming into your house. It's coming into your pocket. It's coming into your life. And I would highly encourage you to pull your head out of your ass is start to pay attention, start to have a voice, and vote people into office that actually give a shit about you. That's what I would suggest you do. Start to pay attention. Nobody's coming to get you. Nobody's coming to save you. Nobody's coming to help you. This is America. You're going to have to learn to help yourself.